Hey there, it's Jesse Lewis here. I want to welcome you to this video all about, well, your fear. And your fear of what could happen. Dun, dun, dun. I should really get some special effects for these videos, right? No, I want to talk to you about the fear of what could happen. Now, there's really a few different kinds of fear. And one's the fear of success, one's the fear of failure, and one's the fear that nothing's going to happen. And that's okay. Today I want to talk to you about the 3 steps to overcoming any fear that you have. And I just thought about this, and this is how I get rid of fear, and I understand a few things. So I just need you to grab a piece of paper and write down one of your goals that you're afraid of something bad happening. So maybe it's maybe if you're not in a relationship, you want to get in a relationship. Maybe it's writing down asking that special person out. Maybe it's asking a bunch of people out. Maybe it's whatever. Now, in the first box, I just want you to put 3 little boxes. 1, 2, 3. In the first box, I want you to write the absolutely worst thing that can happen. The worst thing. If it was asking a person out or asking for a raise, whatever. So you could get fired, or you could, the person could explode when you ask them out or something like that, like physically explode like a bomb, or they could say no. The second box I want you to do is nothing yet. But what's the best thing that can happen in the third box? I want you to put the best thing that could happen. If you were asking somebody out, of course they'd say yes, you get married and have a fairy tale life. Or if you're going for a promotion or a raise, they say yes and they give you a $10,000 a year raise or something like that. Okay? In the middle box, that's what's most likely to happen. Okay? So what's the most likely thing to happen? And if it's the worst possible thing, that's okay. If it's the best possible thing, that's awesome. But chances are the most likely thing that's going to happen is somewhere in the middle. If you're asking somebody out and they say no, it's not the end of the world. There's close to 7 billion people, or maybe more than 7 billion people on this planet right now. About 51% are women, about 49% are men, and there's somebody out there for you. Okay? So think about that. If you're worried about asking somebody out, it's not the end of the world if they say no. Because there's plenty of other fish in the sea, and there are plenty of other fish in the sea. Plain and simple, if my wife had said no, I obviously would have found somebody else. I found love several times in my life. Not as deep as me and my wife have, because we've been together for so long. Time does make you love people more if you commit to that relationship. And if I had known what I know now about love back then when I was young, it wouldn't have been an issue. You see, love is really all about going out there and getting and giving what you want from that other person. Now, those 3 boxes you have, I want to let you know something. Chances are, whatever fear you have, it's unfounded. Because that worst possible scenario, sure, it can happen sometimes. But you're far more likely to get the other 2 boxes. You're either going to get somebody saying yes, or somebody saying no, just not right now, or somebody straight out saying no, and you move on. Or you get the absolutely fantastic thing that you want. And there's only one way to find out. You see, the real fear that most people have is the fear of waiting. Because the longer we wait to do something, the more afraid we are. I've been waiting to do this video series for a few months actually, because I've been really worried about what people are going to think. But I just said, screw it, what's the worst that's going to happen? The internet explodes because I upload one of these videos about self-empowerment. That's about the worst thing that can happen. Best thing that can happen, I get 47 million views and I get speaking engagements across the country. That's the best thing that could happen. The middle of the road is I get a few thousand views, which is probably what's happening. And people enjoy them. And it helps motivate a few people. I'm okay with that. That's really all I want, is to help a few people. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've overcome some of your fears. And I hope you know that chances are the worst possible thing's not going to happen. Chances are it's going to be middle of the road or the very best thing that could happen. That's the 2 options that are real. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, enjoy, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'm Jesse Lewis, the guy in the purple tie.